came out in the 1990s, sort of like early, mid-90s.
Please enter your name and the state where you live.
And you heard the intro music was pretty cool. So I write my name, American Alex. And this is a PDA. That's an old school PDA, which is like a smartphone, but it you just keep.
It's noon on January 3rd, the official opening day on Capitol Hill. In a moment, the entire Assembly of Representatives will take the oath of office. This is an induction into the highest lawmaking body of the United States. The swearing-in ceremony reaches back to the beginnings of Congress, when 200 years ago, George Washington took the oath of office as the first President of the United States. Though the formalities have changed over the years, the swearing-in ceremony is still a momentous occasion. The oath taken is a statement of allegiance to the U.S. Constitution and is repeated by both members of Congress and the President. The Speaker will now administer the oath of office to you and your colleagues. Click on the dais to be sworn in as a member of the House of Representatives.
The dais is the table in the middle.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to same, that you take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations. Let the Congress of the United States of America now begin a new session.
So now I'm into Congress. I'm working at Capitol Hill. And this is where...
As a freshman, you'll find that you are respected. There's a great respect of representative and member to member throughout the entire House. And there's a very steep hierarchy, but that hierarchy is still respectful of everybody else in the process. And that feels pretty good.
Get ready to meet some of the most powerful people in the United States Congress. Click the door on your left to meet House and Senate leaders. Get to know them. Then, click the door on the right to meet the committee chairs from both the House and the Senate. You'll be working side by side with a number of these accomplished leaders once you've received your committee appointments.
So, it's a click in, kind of click in point type of game. And right now we're going to look at all the guys who are working in the House and in the Senate when the time this game was released, which is like the circa 1993-ish. So you got people here, a lot of people that you guys have never heard of, I've never heard of, but you got Newt Gingrich there. He's well known. This guy here is a minority leader. This guy here is the Republican conference chairman. This guy is the majority leader at the time. And this guy here is the Democratic caucus chairman. And then we got Newt Gingrich. He's the minority whip. That's a special position you can read about in the game. It's sort of a assistant that works around in the House during these meetings and stuff. And now we're looking at the Senate. George Mitchell, David Pryor, people I've never heard of. This guy here, someone wants to make a meme out of this guy's face because he has a funny face, right? This guy is the majority leader. There's Bob Dole. He's well known. He's on the food committee because he's a banana. No, I'm just kidding. But he knows all about bananas and nutrients and things like that. And this guy here was the Republican conference chairman. All right. So, there are the positions in the House. A lot of people in the House. This guy's the agriculture guy. He's Indian-looking Mexican. This guy here is the education labor guy. He is a Democrat from Michigan. Here's the armed services. They got a black guy with a white beard, and he's in the armed service. He's from California. Sounds like a bad idea to have a guy from California. Here's this guy here is whatever. This guy is energy and commerce. He's a Democrat. Here's a Texas Democrat. He's in charge of banking and finance. Democrat is not a good position for that. Here's a government operations committee. This guy here is a Democrat out of Michigan. The budget person at the time is a Democrat out of Minnesota. They probably good on budget, right? Got the House Administrative Committee, Charles Rose from North Carolina. He's a Democrat. This guy here is a Democrat from California. A lot of Democrats in this house. And this guy here is another Democrat out of Texas. This year, it's probably the Clinton administration that we're looking at this game here. If it's about 93, another Democrat from Maine. Then we go another Democrat from California, Science, Space, and Technology. NASA pretty much sucked during the 90s up until Trump took over recently. Now we got Space Force. This is the natural resource guy. There's a small business committee from New York, Democrat. Here's William. He's a Democrat out of Montana. Post office and the civil service. Black guy in charge of the post service. A lot of black guys. Here's a white guy. Washington. There's a lot of black guys in the House. That shows that there's pretty much no structural racism. Just think about it. This is the 90s. These people grew up in the what? They must have grown up before the civil rights movement. Just think about it. This is the 90s. These guys are 40, 50. So these guys grew up in the 50s or 40s. And they're in Capitol Hill. You know, there is no such thing as structural racism. I want to say F you to BLM. F you to especially BLM. F you to LeBron James. F you to all the Democrats, basically. Joe Biden, shame on you. Kamala Harris, shame on you. We're going to make America great again with Trump. We're keeping America great. And, yeah. So back to this game. Another Democrat. And another Democrat. This guy is the Ways and Means Committee. There's a lot of committees, stuff in this game. You can read about it all. It's a very informational game, but it's a reading game. You got to read almost everything. So let's keep this moving. There's more stuff here. Maybe Kamala and Joe Biden are going to smoke a joint. So let's go in here. This guy was the Joint Economic Committee. He's a Democrat. Everybody's a Democrat in this time in America. Maybe that's why everybody got sold out during this time in the 90s.
You and all freshman representatives have been summoned to begin the office lottery. Here you'll have a chance to select the office you want. The lottery officials have filled this large mahogany box with as many numbers as there are new representatives. They've called you here alphabetically to draw a number from the box. It will determine your place in the selection process. To get started, click on the box to pull a number.
So, click on the wooden box.
Your number is 5. That's good. It puts you among the first representatives to request an office. There are offices in the Rayburn, Cannon, and Longworth buildings, located conveniently near the Capitol. The 5 offices here are some of the best picks available. Make a selection now. Congratulations on your new office.
Got the new,
Settle in
nice
and
big
get comfortable.
windows. Got a nice office. So, up there you see the PDA right there. This is an old school sort of smartphone. You can keep your schedule and appointments and stuff on there. So, we'll be back with another game, or another part to this game. Anytime. We're uploading all the time. Let's play them games. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe right now.